So if we're done with the Romanians, Dana, let me know about it.
So they have finished. So the Romanian team has finished.
Thank you very much, Dana. Thank you.
We thank you because you have arranged to meet us today.
Okay, Sardinians, that's your turn.
We're ready. Angela is going to speak. Can you hear us?
Not clearly, but yes.
Ok, Angela, avvicinati.
Get closer, Angela.
My experience with COVID-19 was very difficult and difficult because, unfortunately, my family life tested positive for the virus. Our lives have changed radically. The days were long because we weren't allowed to meet our friends and relatives, to go out shopping, to go to school or to work. We have been alone, locked up at home for a long time. In this period, there's been no positive thing, but only negative ones, because the virus has taken away many habits we have, but above all, it has kept us away from the people we care about. On the bigger and tech thing was that I wasn't allowed to go to school, but I could take only remote lessons. In fact, I had a lot of trouble staying focused due to the virus distraction I had at home. We hope that we hope that in the future things will have changed, that we will go back to your normal life and we will have to hug each other again. Erasmus for you was a wonderful experience that allowed you to meet people from other countries with different cultures and traditions. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we were unable to meet in Ischia, which was last week, but we had a lot of fun. It is definitely an experience that we would like to have.
Okay, I hope you could hear Sara.
Not very much, honestly. We can hear you clearly, Sarah, so probably your students should move from there and get closer to you.
Yes, okay. So now Giulia is going to speak. Sì. Vieni giù, avvicinati al microfono e parla a voce alta. Okay. Hi everyone. So, from my experience, COVID-19 pandemic has changed me a lot. I struggle with loneliness in quarantine because I couldn't see my friends, and my insecurities really affect me, and I I don't see it as a negative way, but more as a positive one, because it really helped me to understand me more and to uh, uh, and to grow up. And I had a lot of time even to work out and to um, uh, and and to think about my future, what I was going to do when I will be out of high school. And actually, I continue to be in a confusion state about what to do. And I had another quarantine. Luckily for me, I didn't I get positive. I never been positive. But in that quarantine, it was different from the first one because I had time to develop my skills on English and even on my passions like painting. That is something that I really enjoy to do because it really helps me to clear my mind and to pass the time. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Bravissima.
Well done.
Vuoi parlare? Federico. Amore, vuoi parlare? Dai, altro.
They are being shy. So Sarah maybe wants to speak.
Mobility is your shy. Come on.
Hi. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't pass coronavirus, but I had two of my uncles who contracted it, and but luckily they managed to pass it despite having been hospitalized for some time. My routine since COVID has changed a lot because in the morning I no longer go to school, but I spend 5 hours in front of a computer. In the afternoon, if we are in the yellow zone, because Italy is divided in three different zones, um, if we are in the yellow zone, I can go to the bar or I'm with at home most of the time. Before, however, I could go back at the time I wanted, go out with a lot of people at the same time without the authorities being able to put a fine on me. Um, all the activities were open, and above all, I didn't have to live with the anxiety of being able to infect my family. The only positive change is that this pandemic has made me understand what the really important things are. In everything else, there is nothing positive. Um, I will absolutely say the mask. It was really difficult to get used to using it and keeping it for hours. It doesn't allow me to get fresh air, and it is the thing I need most during the day. The remote learning absolutely can't compete with the live relation between pupils and teachers. Remote learning, in my opinion, doesn't allow you to have all the skills you should have every end of the school year. And it is something that will greatly influence exam that we will have to take at the end of high school. And it is also unlivable. um, of the normal things that were allowed to do, and the one I miss most of all is traveling. Um, for the European future, I believe in a Europe where every citizen has equal rights. Um, okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we have Samuele who's going to speak.
Però è Luca. No, non è Luca.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I had a very destabilizing experience with the COVID-19 pandemic. Staying at home for more than 60 days was a bad time for the whole Italy. Luckily, I had people who loved me close, so I passed it better than other people. But it wasn't nice to stay home for so long. I also met new people with whom I have stabilized a wonderful relationship. It's thanks to them that I have overcome this. My routine has not changed that much. Luckily, there was the e-learning, so we were able to continue lessons even if we were at home. I got up at the same hour and was starting lesson always at 8:30 a.m., so it didn't change that much. The only difference was that we're taking classes at home. The best changes on my life in COVID-19 hiatus were that I had more time to practice music with my instrument and I met many people. The worst changes were that I was going crazy for stay at home for all the time, listening on the TV only news of the disease. In the end, In the end, I always go back to the same speech, but the change that had most impact was that you couldn't leave the house. The fact that I couldn't see my friends made me sad. I didn't struggle with remote learning, also because I have a good internet connection, unlike many of my classmates who live in small towns where the internet doesn't work well. Obviously, the remote learning can't overcome the beauty of seeing your classmates playing all together and have fun. The normal things that I miss the most are concerts, hanging out without wearing a mask, coming back late in the night without worrying about curfew. These are some of the most beautiful things that I miss doing. COVID-19 certainly has changed our lives in terms of losses of our loved ones, but also for our personal interests, hobbies, sports and loves. Of course, it will be living in a post-pandemic world. That's why we'll have to be united, because those who today remain far from a group will not be able to find themselves at ease tomorrow. Those who, in the other hand, remain united today, tomorrow will be better citizens for European Union and for the world. Unfortunately, I can think of a common future because there are too many people that aren't united now. In a moment that it's very important to be united. Too many words, too many sadness. Me, as a European citizen, I will do my best to make the idea of common future more possible than ever. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. I think we have finished.
Okay.
No, but nobody else has the courage to speak.
One thing that they have all in common is that at first they were all happy to be at home. But one second thing that they have in common is that they miss being together. And that's probably the thing that they miss the most. And I can distances, and apart from this pandemic and all the problems that we are encountering at the moment, we can still say that we have a common future. We are still Europe, that we are still a community. I mean, that's my personal opinion, probably. And I noticed that some of the students disagree with that, but I hope they would change their mind one day or another. Okay. Dear partners.
Thank you, Sarah. I would like to thank you also for making this meeting possible.
Of course, it seemed to be impossible to meet again online, but actually, we did it. And we're here today. And it's nice, it's beautiful to see you again one last time. By the way, Sarah, keep in mind that we have an appointment in Ischia.
Of course. Okay.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, it must be nice to see you all, even in a remote way. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, everybody.
I also feel lucky that I could travel and visit your places. I went to Turkey, Sardinia, France, Spain, Romania, and I also visit places that I'd never visited in another time before. I had no idea what to expect, what to think. Then I found wonderful people. So thank you for sharing this experience with us. Stephanie told me that she can't connect because she probably doesn't have a proper computer to keep the connection on. So she gets into the call and then she cannot speak. So I think it's meaningless if we still wait for her. Probably we will write an email and we will say goodbye via computer, via an email, in a written way. So, dear partners, thank you for everybody. Thank you for being here. And
thank you, Sarah. We started this project together and we are ending together.
we're ending together.
We are a good team. We work very
so.
well together. We are very lucky to be partner in this project. I thank you for this, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And please say hello to Yasemin.
Okay, of course.
Thank you, Sarah, for arranging this meeting. And I was really happy to see you all here, even if it was on the screen. But I'm convinced that we are going to find, I don't know, sometime in the future when we are going, maybe another project.
Another project. Why not? Why not? I hope so.
Okay, thank you very much for all the partners.
Thank you too. Please keep in mind, I received your certificate of attendance, Dana, and also Serpil one. So I don't have to change anything into it. Am I right, Serpil?
I sent you.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
one.
That's okay. That's okay.
I still miss Sarah's one, but I think she's going to send me it in a few days, if I'm not wrong. I'll be school on Monday, and I can make my headmaster sign everything, and I can send it to you as soon as possible.
So the students from Romania are all on the list, so the teachers too.
Yeah, I checked yesterday evening. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you. I would love to see you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye-bye, dear partners. Thank you very much.
Bye, Italia.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Romanian team. Ischia. Bye-bye.
Dai, ci mettiamo a parlare.